I had the sweetest client one time stop me in the middle of session, and we'd been seeing each other for quite a while. And she was just like, "Oh my gosh, I never asked you how you're doing." And it was so kind. And I just briefly said how I was. And then we got back to discussing the issues that she had brought to session for that day. But it brings up an important point that I think we should discuss in part three of Am I Your Therapist or Your Friend? And that's the rule about self disclosure. You may have noticed that your therapist doesn't talk about themselves much, if at all, or you might have noticed that your therapist talks a little too much about themselves and they're taking up a lot of your session time. We learn to limit our self disclosures when we're in grad school and trying to be a professional counselor because you are there for a purpose and you're there to get value out of the session and not just hear about our woes. But self disclosure can be really helpful for clients. It can provide a connection to them. It can help provide an example of a hard time that we've experienced just to show you that you can do it too. But ultimately, it should always be for your benefit. Therapists are humans too. We have fights with our spouses. We struggle financially. We're just like everyone else. The point of self disclosure should never be to vent to you about our problems. It should only be because we're bringing ourselves up so that we can help you forward on your path of emotional growth.